When we hiked the Minister Creek Trail, we hiked this trail up the main trail, past the first split, and went to the second split, where it'll say 0.8 miles to the overlook. We made that turn there at the left and went counterclockwise throughout the trail. Here is the sign. You gotta go across the street. Just as a reference, if you can't get up this part, which is steep, just walk around through the bushes and you'll come back to the trail. As a reference, when you come up to the cave, turn around and look behind you. There is the actual trail. Me and Cherry didn't do that. We went the hard way. That makes sense. Ooh, that goes way down there. Way down there. Sure the camera don't show that. This is an overlook worth seeing. I think you go this way. Well, that's what the other hikers did.
And it's in the wrong spot. I eat enough pistachio. That's the seeds back there. Or the chip. Really? This is dark. Like my glasses.
Steep. Just note this is a horribly marked trail. You can see some of the whites there. You have to cross a big creek and then cross this little creek. We're guessing this is where you go. There's another trail over there. It splits into two and there's no markers. Well, let's just see if we're in the right way. Nope. It would help to see that. So go through the bushes. And where it splits, it's probably because people got lost. And it does come back through to the main trail. It's across the big creek. Cross the little creek. Come to another creek. And then walk up to your left. Now I just want to pause here on this picture. This picture really right here is where the North Country Trail comes in and you have to cross that bridge. Most videos you'll see the bridge is in perfect shape. The day we hiked it in the first part of June, it is obviously in very needed repair. Just a note too that we hiked this trail clockwise and it's not marked very well. There's a water crossing just before this area that we were just at where we were getting confused of the split. It did the same thing. The trail looks like it goes straight, but to the right you'll see a white triangle where it looks like it must go through a little campsite and cross the water there. It does not do that. Someone deliberately moved that little white triangle and stuck it over there to confuse people. Just know, stay straight, because this trail is not marked very good at all clockwise. Counterclockwise, which most people do hike it, it is marked very well. We reached another impasse. Across a creek, there's a trail, and there's a trail. No white markers. No white markers. So we're going to go to the left. We're going to hope there's something up here. I don't feel this is it, Cherry. Shouldn't we see footprints?
Yeah. You don't see any?
No, just hold on. It's becoming very, very much like not a trail. So, when you cross that, I guess go to your right, because that looks like a well-worn trail. Absolutely crazy. This trail has been the worst for having anything marked. Hoping this is our last bridge. This one's still together, a little slippery. A campsite over there. Just so you know, when you come into this parking lot, there's the sign, there's the maps over there. Across the road is where the trail starts, to the left of the campground. All right, so I am doing this for the first time. So when we park down here, just know there is a very well worn trail to the right of the parking lot, or in the parking lot. Don't take that. That for some reason only dead ends into the river. It's for campsites only. You really have to look at this sign, go back out where you drove in, kind of make a little bit of a left. As you go to that campground, you'll see a little sign that says trail to the left. That's where the trail begins. So what we did in this trail was we bypassed this very first one. We went up around and made the left at the second one. Took ourselves to that overlook. And then we hiked all the way around to the the North Country Trail. Once you hit that North Country Trail, I just wanted to add in that there is 2 large creek crossings. We went right after a major rainstorm. It seems like it's been raining in 2025 every single day except for one day of every week. That required us to actually, my wife took her shoes off. She was the smart one. I made it across the first major water crossing, just climbing over a bunch of logs and debris in the water. The second time we went, a nice gentleman that was camping actually come over and told us we can cross where he was camped. And I slipped at the very last rock and got water in my shoe, but not bad. Excuse me, not bad, because it was actually it was dry by the time we got back. I almost forgot about it. But then again, I do hike in Columbia type hiking shoes. Columbia, I swear, are one of the best shoes I've ever been in. A little pricey, $99 for men's. I think women are the same price too. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know there's 2 big trails. And then, as we hiked through all this, boy, you start getting tired probably about right here. And it's the longest last mile because it's very steep until you get to finally you're back to this trail, which is all the way back down to the parking lot. Would we hike this again? Absolutely yes. My wife actually wants to do it again. We don't usually do trails more than once. We did do the Purple Trail twice in Yellowstone because it was pretty fun. But it's just to let you know, we would love to do this trail. Most people hike this way, and if you hike the way we went, you'll find a lot of people hiking in tennis shoes with no water, almost very little on their backs, and you'll be like, wow, these people don't know what they're in for because it's a very steep. There's a lot of steep inclines and a lot of steep declines. So this trail is definitely hard. We thought 7 miles. Ooh, big deal. It's okay. We'll do 7 miles and we'll be at the Bigfoot Fest in Marionville. Well, we did it in 4 hours, but it's pretty tough. So if you do it, if you do it this way, I've been told that this is boring. So we went to the second one and went right to the Outlook. Probably a very interesting way to do it, and just be aware because we point out all the inconsistencies in the trail.